Welcome to 2K Sports. It's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan taking on Washington. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And Gortat kicks to Beal. Now the feed to Wall. Gets an open look and hits. Wall's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Wizards.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Took him no time at all on that one.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And Beal kicks to Wall. To the middle. Here's Gortat. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And Milan has possession. Out to the right wing. Clays dishes to Brooks. Fires for three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Wall sets a screen for Beal. Up off the screen. And there's the nice layup by Gortat.
I like how John Wall bodied up the defender there.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Beal, the pass to Wall. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Kicks to Gortat. It's Beal on the wing. Here's Humphries. Shot is off. James with some nice D. Here's Kleza. Gili. And there's another one for Milan.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's Humphries. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And Washington has possession. It's a 3-point game. No coverage that time. Humphries has got his second basket of the night.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Beal.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. I caught up with Washington's head coach. He said he's got his team really looking out for Marshawn Brooks. Not necessarily a household name nationally, but he's shown in his young career that he's a scorer to be reckoned with. Coach said he's great at creating his own shot, and with his wingspan, he can get it off over his defender. We have to have a healthy dose of respect for his game and embrace the challenge of slowing him down. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Fires from the wing. Nice jump shot. Good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Elegar, Gortat covering to the left side wing. Gili and Milan, another three.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here is Humphries. And out of bounds as Milan gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They set the screen. Gili off the mark there with the three-point shot. Washington trailing. Porter kicks to Sessions. Pass to Gortat. It's deflected. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Six seconds left to play in the first. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. 6 points for Marcin Gortat. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes. That speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start. That's for sure.
Good on the shot.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Here's Neal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Moss. The long distance three is buried. He's got 5. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown from Milan.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Milan shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Wizards trail by 3. All with it. He dishes it to Humphries. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Humphries has got 6.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
That is good. Brooks has got the lead up to 3 now for Milan. Now here's Wall. He's tightly guarded. And here's Humphries. 6 points for him. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Here's Gentile. Beal pulls it in. So it's the Wizards now. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. Milan making a switch here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Takes the 13-footer. Jump shot is good that time. Oubre has got his first 2 points of the night.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Here's Brooks. That's good from 17 feet away. Brooks has got the lead back up to 3 now for Milan. Brooks has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. That's good. Humphries has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Oubre. A stupendous finish in traffic. Oubre's got his second bucket of the night. It's a close game here in Washington. Brooks against Beal. That's good.
2 points.
And that's now 9 points for Brooks.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Here's Oubre. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. 6 points for Kelly Oubre.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now the dish to James. And there's another one for Milan.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Beal. Here's the teardrop. And James pulls it down.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Washington making some changes. Otto Porter Jr. is checked in for Humphries. Gary Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Sessions. And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. On its way from Neal for 2. And it comes off the front of the rim.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Wizards trail by 7. Porter in the corner. And another miss by Washington.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the league appears to be heading north, if you will.
Now here's Sessions to halt the run. That's good from Porter on the assist by Sessions.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Pass to Porter. Wizards passing it around. Dishes to Sessions. Lots of room. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The pass to Moss to the right side. And Milan, another 3.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
To the wing on the left. And here's Neal outside. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 4 assists now tonight. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Elegar, and he banks in the layup. And Milan leads by 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a thing.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Milan lead.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girl.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Brooks. He has 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Wall wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's James. Great pass to set up the lay-in. James has got 8 points.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Down low, the steal. Here's Brooks. Got a hand on it. Now here's Beal. He's covered closely. Wall attacking. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Launches a three. Rebound, Washington. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall attacking. And Gortat gets it to go in on the assist by Wall. Gortat's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Washington. Milan with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow. And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Washington. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beal. Knocks down the step-back J. Beal's got his third basket of the night right there.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Hackett covered by Wall. No good with the triple. So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Clippers. Wall draws the double. It's Beal on the wing. The wing jumper off target.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And that one's good. 16 points for Brooks.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. That shot wide open. Temple's got 5 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Timeout Milan.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Porter's checked in for Gortat. Gary Neal comes in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Humphries with the bucket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
Daniel Hackett.
Wizards trail by 11. Temple dishes to Neal. Pick by Humphries. And Temple kicks to Humphries. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Humphries has got 12 points in the game. Hackett is covered by Sessions. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
For Milan, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The Wizards making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. Milan making a switch here. And the Wizards with possession. They trail by 11. Here's Sessions. There's the dish to Humphries. That's good. Humphries has got 6 points in the quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Hackett, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Balanced scoring, Clark, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively. And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick...
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Now here's Wall. Passes it to Beal. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. And good on the basket. Book it. Gortat's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Pass to Moss. Lets it go from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. And Milan leads by 11. Now Beal feeds it to Wall. Porter in the corner. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gili. Rebounded by the Wizards. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. They set the pick. Porter in the corner. And again, Washington with the triple.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Ripped away. To the paint. Here's...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
To the inside. Oubre, good.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Milan leading by 11. And Brooks, here we go. That's good. Brooks has got 11 in the second half.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
There's the feed to Gortat. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
The Wizards making a switch here. Humphries checked in. Milan with the ball. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Beal's shot is good.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And it's 13 points here for Beal.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And Brooks, here we go. And that one's good.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown from Milan.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Wall passes to Beal. Can he keep it going? Brooks grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And out of bounds as Milan gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Gortat. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre. Gary Neal's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Garrett Temple subbed in for John Wall. Gentile, the pass to Samuels. The three ball. Shot's good by Jeffers.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Milan with the ball. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. The pass to Gentile. Here's Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
Daniel Hackett.
And so it's Milan winning this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, Jordan presents the player of the game. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some basketball on 2K Sports. It's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Zeller dishes to Walker. Passes to Kaminsky. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Kaminsky's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Hornets.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Hackett, and it's good from the elbow.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
There's a good screen. Zeller setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And both free throws good from Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The pass to Moss. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York. Picked by Zeller. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist. Look at that.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now, here's Walker. Zeller with it. Back to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
On the wing, Brooks. And there's another one for Milan.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Right side to Walker. And the shot is good. Walker's got his second basket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Hackett. Count the bucket.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. Outside, Walker. Dishes it to Lamb. Picked by Zeller. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Walker. Nobody near Kidd-Gilchrist. Wide open shot is on the money. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his second bucket tonight. Here's Hackett. And he gets it to go.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Walker. Kidd-Gilchrist got space. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Let's find out what...
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hansbrough's checked in for Zeller. C.J. Miles comes in for Kidd-Gilchrist. Jackson, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown from Milan.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Outside for Jackson. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Ragland lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Lynn. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Jackson kicks to Miles. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Shoots. And there's another one for Milan.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that
one. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Charlotte leading by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Now, here's Walker. Kicks to Hansbrough. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Hansbrough's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hornets.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points. Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. He's got 8. Knocked loose. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Milan able to retain possession here. Lamb is jumped in for Jackson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Releases, and he gets it to go from the corner. He's got 10. Now Walker. Pass to Hansbrough. Zeller setting the pick for Hansbrough. There's a screen by Hansbrough. 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. Goes back up. It's deflected. Here's Zeller. And Hansbrough kicks to Walker. And finally, that one's good. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
From about 16, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And the Hornets call time here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Hansbrough. C.J. Miles comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Lin. Guarded closely. Soft touch off the glass. Lin's got his first bucket in this one. To the middle. Jeffers, the pass to Samuels. That's good.
Crisp pass into the paint.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Now here's Lin. And here is Zeller. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And he gets it to go. Samuels got 4 this quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Kaminsky in the corner. Three-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Lin's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. And the Hornets making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Blazes checked in for Milan. Milan trails by 4. Pass to Jeffers. Takes a 3. And it's Miles with the rebound. And the Hornets with possession here. Lin kicks to Zeller. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so he hits both. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. It's Jackson with the drive. That's good. Jackson's got 9 points.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Outside, Lin. They set the pick. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. And that's 10 points for Frank Kaminsky. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Ragland. And there's another one for Milan. Here's Jackson. Stolen. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty tight... And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Brooks. He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Now here's Lamb. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Kidd-Gilchrist has gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. To the paint, Elegar, and he uses the glass on the layup. And Milan leads by 1. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's got 10. Good.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Milan with the ball. Here's Hackett. Oh, that's blocked. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, but they'll get another chance. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brooks. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
And the Hornets call time here.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets fans team. Make some noise!
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. Kaminsky was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here. A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
For Milan, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. They swipe it. Here's Hackett. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now it's a 4-point Milan lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. And a wide open look for Walker. No good from the wing.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to New York. Lamb passes to Walker. There's the bucket. Good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. What a game here for Walker. He's got 11 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And Milan has possession. They lead by 1. Here's Hackett. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. To the right side. Wide open look. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 6th assist on the night. Brooks, the pass to Moss. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 7, and Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Shots good by Walker.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
And Milan has possession. Here's Hackett. Good on the three-point shot. 23 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And it's Walker penetrating. No luck. Now Milan takes it the other way. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. That drops.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Hornets trail by 5. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Here's Hackett. And he lays it up and in.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
There's a screen by Hansbrough. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and the shot is good. Kid Gilchrist has got 12. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. With his first shot attempt, and there's another one for Milan.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And it's Walker penetrating, and Charlotte again with the bucket. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end up.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Hornets trail by 7. Jackson kicks to Zeller. And he uses the glass on the layup. Zeller's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Out to the right wing. A fast break now for Charlotte. Jackson's got the ball. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Ragland. And right on target. Good.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Zeller. Plays it up and banks it in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Ragland. And Milan, another 3.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Lynn dishes to Zeller. Jackson setting the pick here for Zeller. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Jeffers, the pass to Gentile. And Milan, another 3.
Now he's just showing off with range like that. That's what I call profiling. Incredible.
How about his release, his form, everything flawless.
Charlotte calls timeout. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Shoots from the right block, and there's another one for Milan. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milan.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Passes it to Jeffers. Shoots from the baseline. Bullseye. And Milan leads by 7. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Jackson drives in. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Jeremy Lin. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jackson. Hackett, guarded by Walker. Hackett, bullseye. He has 29.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 7. A minute 50 left in the game. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 7. Walker. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. Ellegar. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter, and he gets the bucket.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Shot is off. Hornets trail by 5. 3 on 3. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
What a game for Kid Gilchrist. He's got 14 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
Ellegar, and there's another one for Milan. 1:06 left to play here in the 4th. Inside, here's Kid Gilchrist. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
No good on the 3. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Down low. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Gili sinks it.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And an intentional foul right there.
Charlotte foul call. Kemba Walker.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
There's the bucket. Good.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the run.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Walker. And the miss. And so it's Milan winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem...